Hi guys, so today we're going to be focusing on adjective agreement. So last week we finished up conjugating verbs, and now we're going to tie in another aspect to our sentences that you probably covered last year or the year before in your Spanish 1 courses. Adjective agreement means that when a word is masculine or feminine, hopefully those two words ring a bell. If it's masculine or feminine, we make sure the words that describe it are also masculine or feminine so that they work well together. For example, la casa, right? I can't say la casa rojo. Why? Because that O can't be there. Rojo is the masculine form. So I would have to say la casa roja. But I'll get more into that as we go ahead. Las reglas de los adjetivos means the rules of the adjectives. Adjetivos son palabras que describe. So adjectives are words that describe. So in our 2 examples, we see la mochila roja y el libro rojo. Just like I mentioned in the slide previous to this one, we need to make sure that the word that follows, if it's a feminine word, has a feminine adjective, or if it's a masculine word, has a masculine adjective. Right? If the word ends with O, si la palabra termina con O, the adjective ends with O. El adjetivo termina con O. If the word ends with A, si la palabra termina con A, the adjective ends with A. El adjetivo termina con A. So in our 2 examples, el cuaderno blanco, and we also have la ventana blanca. In these situations, we need to make sure that the masculine word has a masculine adjective and the feminine has a feminine one. So with these ones, it's really simple. Cuaderno ends in O, so we make sure blanco ends with an O. Ventana ends with an A, we make sure blanca ends with an A. However, it's not always that easy. How do you tell if a word is masculine or feminine? Because sometimes they don't just end with an O or an A. It could end with an E, an L, a Z, an R, or any other letter. So some really great ways to check this out is to look at the little word before our word that we're talking about. For example, if I'm talking about cuaderno, if I look in front of cuaderno and it says el cuaderno, that little word el is going to tell me that it's actually masculine. There are 4 of these little words that are going to tell us that they are masculine. Those are el, los, un, and unos. El and los mean the, and un and unos mean a or some, like a book or some books. For feminine, we have 4 little words as well. La and las, which mean the, and una and unas, which mean a or some. You've probably seen these before. This should be a review. So label the following words as masculine or feminine. Una puerta abierta. If you need to pause the video to come up with your answer, you can. I'll pause 3 seconds between each one before giving the answer. Una puerta abierta. It's feminine. Los libros grandes. This is masculine. I know because I see los in the beginning. Un pupitre azul. This is masculine. Un shows us that it means a desk, and un is the masculine form. El lápiz negro. This is masculine. El shows me that el lápiz, even though it ends with a Z and it's hard to tell, is masculine. La pluma rosa. This is feminine. This one's an easy one because la and pluma, right, ends in an A, and we normally associate words that end with A with being feminine. But if I didn't know, I can see la in the beginning, and that definite article tells me that it's feminine. Number 6, unos bolígrafos verdes. This is masculine. Unos shows me that bolígrafos is masculine. Or I can look at the O in the bolígrafos and kind of make a decision. However, don't use this as the rule all the time. We have words like la mano, which mano ends with an O, but it's actually feminine. La mano. Or el agua. Ugh, there's always got to be exceptions to the rule. So use the little word in the beginning, which is called the article, the definite article or the indefinite article, if you want a fancy term for it. And those will tell you if it's masculine or feminine. How do we change adjectives from masculine to feminine? Well, here are some rules you can add to your notebook. If it ends with an O, the adjective that is, like rojo, we can change